Hey guys, welcome back to the Real Southern Garden. I'm Sarah, and today we're headed to Lowe's because they just got in their first shipment of Bareroot roses for the 2026 garden season. Like, they came in today, and I went down there to film it because I knew Thursday they were going to get them. They usually get them the weekend before Valentine's Day, at least in the South, because a lot of people down here either give them as gifts or they are pruning back their own roses at home and they've got roses on the brain and they're thinking about adding some more. So they usually come in right about this time, right before Valentine's Day. And sure enough, they did. So I'm going to show you the different varieties that they have. I used to work at an online rose nursery for a little while, so I'm pretty familiar with most of these varieties, even though they were grown by a different grower. I know what the flowers look like, how they smell, how they perform for the most part, especially in the South. So we're going to go check those out. They also have their shipment of fruit trees in. They're beautiful blooming cherry trees. They have some great things on clearance still. They had some Encore azaleas, I believe the 5-gallon size, 50% off. You cannot beat that. That's fantastic. Some containers still on sale, some garden art still on sale. So come along with me to Lowe's. Let's go check out all the great things that they have right now at the garden center. All right, here we go at Lowe's. So first, I want to show you some of these really neat orchids that they have inside with some of their indoor plants. They have some really beautiful colors, some of these African violets. All of these would make wonderful Valentine's gifts for yourself or for a friend, or just to brighten up the indoors of your home for a little bit. I just think that they're absolutely gorgeous colors, so I had to show you these before we head on into the garden center. And also, if you're in the market for orchids, check out my previous video at Walmart because they had some really great prices on orchids at Walmart for even a little bit less, depending on the color that you want. So let's check out some of these gorgeous annuals really quick, coming in at $6.98. Cyclamen makes such a wonderful focal point right now. This time of year, I love the reds and the pinks with the white. Can't go wrong. And then we're going to pop back outside to the front. I want to show you some of the bulbs that they have on sale. So these are some pre-planted tulips for you. If you want some tulips but didn't get them planted in time, you can buy them here. I was a tulip slacker this year myself. I didn't plant any, so I'm probably going to buy a few just to have some. $1.98 for those gorgeous snapdragons in that color. And then some of the violas. So many pretty happy ones as we roll into spring. And then we have a smaller size, $5.48 for these yellow violas, and they have lots of other colors. They also have this ornamental kale at $8.48. And then I've been waiting for them to put these on sale, but they have not. The $29.98 for the foundation hedge, the Steed's holly that was left over from Christmas in the Christmas tree shape, still not on sale. I'm watching it. Maybe they won't put them on sale this year. I don't know. Here are some smaller, fun little spring bulbs that are already planted for you coming up just in time for spring. $2.48 for these sizes. There's some hyacinth of different colors. We've got daffodils also at $2.48, some pink tulips. Lots of beautiful spring things to get you in the spring spirit. Then we have hanging baskets, $12.98 for those at the top. And then these pansies at the bottom were coming in at $19.98. Honestly, I would just buy the hanging basket and remove the hanger and use those. I feel like they were pretty much the same size for the most part. Here's some more of those leftover Christmas evergreens, all still priced the same, so definitely not on sale. And then we have some patio peach trees and dogwood trees coming in at $42.98. We have Dusty Miller. I love Dusty Miller in any kind of arrangement, $1.98 for those. Some more racks of pansies and violas in all different colors. And now we're heading over to the Bareroot roses. All right, here we go. Starting up at the very top, we've got some Floribundas. And we've got Angel Face, that beautiful purple one. Next to it, we've got a hybrid tea called Paradise. And then we have the Floribunda Sun Sprite, and next to it, kind of a reddish rose called Showbiz. And then we have Iceberg, which is a very popular rose, but doesn't do great in the South. But that red rose, Chrysler Imperial, does pretty well in the South. So they do have that one. Then at the bottom, we've got some more Floribundas. We've got Hot Chocolate there on the right. We've got the very classic Climber, New Dawn. A lot of people love growing that one. Gold Medal, Grandiflora. Midas Touch. I hear lots of good things about Midas Touch. And of course, Sun Sprite. We already saw Angel Face. And down here at the bottom, we have Firework, the Floribunda, and we have a climber called Pinata. We also have Intrigue Floribunda. We have Sexy Rexy Floribunda, and the very popular Peace Hybrid Tea rounding it out, which has a great smell. But if you have any questions about any of those varieties of roses, leave me a comment, and I will let you know what I know about that particular rose. As far as my experience and what I've heard other people who have grown them say. I've got my favorites in my garden. I'll have a new video coming out soon about the favorites that I grow that are great for the South. So that'll be coming out soon. But let's check out these fruit trees. Gala apple coming in at $34.98. Then there's a Golden Delicious. This one does really well in the South, $34.98. We have a pear tree also coming in at $34.98. A Stella cherry tree at $41.98. And the Belle of Georgia peach, I love that name, at $34.98. And then we have some dogwood trees. This is the pink dogwood, $119. This is a pretty large size tree. And then they've got some other ones back here. They've got different sizes and varieties. This one was $42.98. It was a lot smaller than the other one. And then we've got Weeping. Oh yes, the beautiful Yoshino cherry trees, gorgeous. And then we have another type of dogwood coming in at $42.98. The Kwanzaa cherry tree coming in at $32.98. That one is a pretty popular one. I see a lot around this part of the South. And then Forsythia coming in at $21.98. Beautiful redbud trees at $42.98. I can't wait to see all of those start to bloom around here soon. All right, and now let's head back to the clearance section and see what they have. So they have a lot of these crepe myrtles still out here, and they are all still 50% off. I bought a couple of these and put them by my front gate. They have not, of course, woke up yet from the fall, but I can't wait to see them this growing season, and I got them at a great price. Then they had this tree back here, but I didn't see the discount on it. But this willow tree was back here. All right, and then up here on the clearance rack, let's check out the prices so that you guys can see. They have Leland Cypress. This is the small size, $9.98, and that's going to be on sale for $4. They have this Touch of Class Rose back here, 50% off. All of these little pansies back here will be coming in at $1. The ornamental kale will be $4 on sale. This cast in bronze will be 50% off. Winter Gem boxwood back here also at 50% off. Better Than Boxwood also back here at 50% off, and I haven't grown that myself, but I've heard good things about it. And then we have a whole lot of these Encore azaleas at 50% off, which is a phenomenal price, and they're really a large size. Look at this one back here. I think that's the 5-gallon size. I should know by now, as much as I As much time as I spent at the garden center, I should be able to just eyeball it and tell you, I think that's the 5-gallon. Whatever it is, it's a good size, and you're getting it for 50% off. So if you want some encore azaleas, check out the Lowe's clearance rack right now. You might just get really lucky. And then they had a few of the hollies back here. I didn't see the soft touch holly left, but saw that one back here. And then the sunshine ligustrum, also 50% off. A quick swing by the containers. They still have some large ones that are on clearance, but they don't have as many as they did. They did have almost all of them on clearance, and now they just have a few. I like those brown containers for my roses. They also don't show dirt because they're brown, so just letting you know that's it's always a bonus. They had all of these on sale. Some indoor containers, some garden art, just little mixed in things for your garden. Most were 50% to 40% off, so definitely check out Lowe's right now. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you liked today's video. And if you did, we would love for you to subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Let me know, are the Bareroot roses in at your Lowe's? And what are you excited about? I'm excited about everything about spring. I always am. Anyway, I will see you back here in the next video right here at the Real Southern Garden. Bye, guys.